Hello and welcome to episode 23 of our Timberborn update to Let's Play with the Iron Teeth faction. We are pretty much done with most things that we have to do in the game, but I wanted to take one more episode to go around and take a look at individual things we might want to, just take a look at and see if there's anything else we can make some quote-unquote final improvements to and improve before we say goodbye to this save and move on to something else. So just to recap, we've built all the monuments, decoration. We haven't done everything, but most of this doesn't really, do too much besides just aesthetics. We've built all of these things. We've built all the science stuff. We've built all the power stuff. We've built all the metal stuff, wood stuff, food stuff, water stuff, except the deep mechanical pump, because there, really isn't any need for it on this map. We built all the housing, we've done pretty much everything. We haven't done the huge long suspension bridges, and we haven't messed with large metal platforms. And we don't really have a lot of metal to begin with, and those take a ton of metal to actually, build. We do have this guy, though. We have this efficient mine that's making a ton of metal. We'll go ahead and turn on turbo mode for this thing. But, there's definitely some room for a couple of minor improvements. Just some quality of life stuff and trying to get the maximum amount out of this town. We've spent, I guess at this point, probably about 30 hours. Because some of these videos have been an hour 10, hour 15. So, the frame rate's kind of annoying for it to be, 5 frames per second. I also realized that this is definitely the wrong way to do this, because the dams are only going to be half high for water evaporation purposes. That definitely would not fly in a hardcore map or a save file or anything like that. So next time we're probably not going to do it this way, but this does, mostly work. Actually, let's turn this back down to regular speed because it's almost unplayable. Finally getting some more water coming out of here. But yeah, one thing I did want to try is getting this mine going up a little better. Just taking from the hauling post, that's probably fine. Yeah. Gonna try and get that going a little better and put a little bit more emphasis on the metal production part of this. So right now we just have this one smelter. And I think we don't need this explosives factory anymore. So why don't we get rid of that and pop in another smelter right here. I think that would be a good idea. I think we have, do we really have 14 open jobs for golems in here? Oh, because the golems were never replaced and our automatic migration wasn't really set up correctly. Right. So we actually want 46 golems minimum in District 1. I believe that's what we want. Okay, and this guy is looking for something to do. He'll be working at the smelter as soon as it's done. Now, this district. We somehow have 16 vacancies for golems. I guess we're still a little behind on that, huh? Oh well, it's fine. We've done pretty much everything you can possibly do. This hasn't filled up all the way yet. That's going to take a little while. But if we can get a little bit more metal output from all of this stuff and increase our production, I think I like our chances to be able to do something like building the giant metal platforms, because I've not really ever messed with these. I think I built one regular metal platform in the Folktales map that we played. Feels like so long ago. It was really only about a month ago. Month and a half, maybe. But we have the science to do this. So let's go ahead and unlock these. Now the large metal platform, okay, that's a big boy. This actually would be really useful for building over stuff like I wonder if the trees can still grow underneath something like this. That would be a fun thing to try and find out. But like this, if we go into the small platform, that's actually the same height as two of these barracks, so that's kind of useful. What if there's somewhere I could put this over here just to play with it? Yeah, you know, this is actually a really useful way to get on top of the... Oh, can I really not build this here? Okay, it has to be built on the ground. All right. I knew that was too good to be true. But something like this. Is one of these? No, it's paths everywhere. I definitely could have made this a more compact stairs, I guess, like what this is. If I could find a good spot to put something like this and then build on top of that, would be cool. That'd be a nice way to, you know, finish out with all of this stuff. Although it is kind of cool that this will match the height of the two. I don't want to waste all the metal we have. We also haven't done anything with the suspension. Theoretically, a 6x1 bridge, we could have an enormous chasm covered by something like this. I think, I don't have enough science to unlock it, but I believe if I were to build this correctly, I probably, will this be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it wouldn't quite reach across here. That would be something cool though, wouldn't it? Because we already used this right here to try and construct the rest of these blocks that hadn't been built. And I know there's a specific way these have to be put in because of how everything reaches across. So I think this one right here would have to be a 3 and then a 2 after you have the foundations in place. And there's no reason just to build something to build it and waste materials. But we're making scrap metal. That's going well. And this is in the process. I can't stand this going so slow, but if I speed it up, it's unplayable. Yeah. Just another sign that this save is not long for the world. How are we doing over here? Still filling this up slowly. That's fine. Yeah, there's a couple things that we did this playthrough that I would consider to be suboptimal. First off, this whole mess right here with these farms and the aquatic farm especially. But you know what you learn? You play these things and you figure out what works and what doesn't work. And you're all the better for it. This district, I believe these people are injured. Yeah, we actually didn't build any of the medical beds. So why don't we take a moment to do that? Put a couple of these here. I don't think we have any medicine in this district, and we have 6 incapacitated because I guess the mine is dangerous, which, you know, could be logically expected. But yeah, aside from the stuff that I mentioned, there really isn't much else to do. I guess we could try putting some fences in, but that doesn't really do anything for me. We could put some roofs on stuff. Maybe. But again, what purpose does that serve? I have to be able to get to them to put something on there. I'm like, this one's got gravity batteries on top of the building. Like, what else are you going to do aside from that? I think overall, this is something that we can look back on and be proud of, especially considering it could have gone a lot worse. Several episodes back, I don't remember exactly what number it was when we had that population crisis because we weren't making enough berries. That very well could have ended the game, and on a hard mode, definitely would have. So it's nice to learn those things in a lower stress, low stakes environment. Go ahead and get rid of that one. Don't need those anymore. But you know, it's nice to just get that education without having to restart every time, you know. Let's see. What is lacking? Oh, the bells waiting on metal blocks. Okay, I guess that makes sense. Okay, these are all the... Can't get... Oh, it's maple syrup, I bet. Come to think of it, somebody mentioned in a comment I might be out of dandelions, which it looks like I am. Boy, I didn't think that was ever going to happen. So I'll tell you what. So we're done, pretty much, but I think we'll be fine if I put in... Where's the forest? Does that reach all the way over there? Yeah, sure does. If we can get at least a little bit of medicine flowing here, I think that would benefit everybody. And it's not going to be much. But how far does this forester actually reach? I think there's a couple of spots I can put one of these. Just for no other reason than we could definitely use more medicine. Yeah, that's fine. That'll give them something to do. I think this district still... No. Okay. It's all gone. That's fine, I guess. So how are we doing on our metal production in this district? Okay, they're dropping it off. We have 118. Okay, so maybe we could actually play with the metal platform. I wonder... Try to build that in the wrong thing. Is this tall enough to actually get built? No? This will still be underwater if I built this one. But if this wasn't quite so tall, this actually could be a very good use of space. By putting... I want to try something. This might seem really stupid, and it probably is, but I just had an idea. I wonder if it's possible to put dirt on top of one of these metal platforms. I suspect the answer is likely no, but don't you want to know for sure? I just got to find a good spot to put this. I like doing stupid stuff, all right? Just humor me. Show me a kindness. All right. Can I put... You know, let's just say right there. See if anybody can even build that, I guess, because that is right there in line with that. Can I? It's not going to let me. That's okay. That is okay. That's allowed. Because we can still use this to do something else. Look at these guys go. Coming in from underneath. But because we have connected right here, we can put our pathway going across there. And then we can put ourselves... I want to put... Okay, that's always kind of funny. I want to put some building on this that's just kind of dumb. Can I put a rooftop terrace on a metal platform over the water? That's definitely not it. I sure can. That is fantastic. That is so dumb. What a waste of resources. But the fact that you can do that's kind of cool. Actually, I wonder, is it going to let me? No, I'd have to have platforms here. But, you know, this actually wouldn't be a bad spot for it. Can I? Is this 3 tall? Yeah. If I can do that, that's something, you know, kind of useful we could do, is put in some more recreation type stuff. Because this is only for this district. I wonder if it would be behoove us to put in a couple more of these. I can never find the right spot for this stuff anyway. Okay, so that is an idea I had not previously considered. In fact, this district doesn't have any of that stuff at all. So why don't we just take a moment Even though the campfire, I believe the campfire's main purpose is to advance beavers along the growth stages that the Iron Teeth don't really need to worry about in this specific scenario because we already have adult beavers being exported to this specific district. Yeah, it's fine. Can I put... No. But I can put a couple of those here. Might as well just go ahead and connect all of these and then put in... I don't need it to be too high, I just need it to be 1. And then we'll do a little switcheroo like that. That'll give them a little bit of recreational space. I don't need tooth grindstones. Double shower. Yeah, these guys don't really have too much going in the vein of showering, so I think it's probably would be appreciated for them to be able to do something like that. Let's see what else. Shrines. We haven't really done much with shrines at all. Actually, so we can put a couple of those in. Just at various places around. See if there's anywhere in here I can still stick something. Yeah, sure looks like it. I put a couple of those in already. Temples. Healers. Are we actually making any medicine? Okay, we've gotten a little bit here. Carousels and mud baths are not happening in this district. Sorry, there's no room. And also, I don't have power connections. These are going to take 800 years to build, but they'll appreciate that. Hopefully that works out nicely. Yeah, we got plenty of metal. Did we build our stupid little thing over here yet? Not quite. It is still... Well, now it's disappeared. I guess I have to... Yeah, there it is. I have to find the magic spot in the game to click it so it shows up. There we go. Okay. It's actually pretty close to being built there. But now these guys can enjoy some of this until the the river goes dry in maybe a week in game time, but I don't think we're going to get that far because there's not a full hour worth of content for this. Just wanted to see if there's any little details we can do. Now, we have shrubs. I put a bench down and someone made a comment like, hey, that doesn't give you any bonuses. Like, yeah, I know. That's fine. Every now and then some vandal will eat on the public what? Oh, like chewing the... Okay, chewing the wood. That's kind of funny. But these, like, little shrubs and stuff just improve aesthetics and everything. I haven't really ever been big on aesthetics in a game like this. I don't think they can actually build that. I'm just, truth be told, not very good at aesthetics when it comes to stuff like this. It's just one of those things that I just haven't ever really put a ton of effort into learning. I'm sure there's people that make extremely aesthetically pleasing beaver colonies and all that. But it's not gonna be me making those. Sometimes I can make stuff that looks kind of cool, but it's just, you know, why was this? I thought it was green. I saw green. Okay. Now we could actually put roofs on those two. And that could be... So there's just not too much to do. I'm going to at least unlock everything because we have the science points for it. So I can say we unlocked everything. Oh, that's my Achilles heel. 5,000 science I don't have. Oh, and then all these things. Okay, so maybe we won't unlock everything. Yeah. We've done everything. Still pretty cool. Even with all the little shortcomings and all the mistakes and everything. This is the most fleshed out Timberborn colony that I have ever made. even though this is really, I guess, only the 4th or 5th one. I tend to just play until I can't play these anymore. So hopefully you've enjoyed the series. I know I've really, really liked these. I think the Iron Teeth are my favorite faction between them and the Folktales. The varieties you can do with the different industrial buildings and the stackable logs are definitely a huge improvement. Large water wheels and everything. There's really not too much other unique stuff that I can remember separates them from the Folktales, but I think it is a fantastic set of stuff. So right now I'm kind of leaning toward the next Timberborn playthrough being a hard difficulty on a different map, probably with the Iron Teeth, just because I feel like that's a little bit more well suited to being efficient with a smaller population, which is always going to be easier to control with a smaller, I guess, set of variables. When you're going into a harder game like that, you want to make sure you have as much under your control as possible. So we'll probably end up doing that. See, this video is going up on Saturday, so maybe Monday, we'll see. I do need to do Ostrov. I need to do these other games that the developers have been so kind to offer me keys for and ask me to take a look at. So we'll get to some of those in due time. Did they ever build this platform? Okay, we have to at least see the platform get constructed. 52 metal blocks. We are waiting for 52 metal blocks. They're waiting on scrap metal because they don't have any scrap metal. Well, I'll tell you how we fix that. Scrap metal can go to District 2 as well. And by District 2, I mean District 5, because I never renamed them. Are these actually, Oh, so are we... Oh, this water is not flowing. This water is not flowing because we have this mess. Okay, so I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to replace some of these with levees. By some of these, I mean a lot. Because we're losing too much flow. Also, this is getting higher. I told you we'd have something to do. But yeah, that's never was going to be a super long one anyway. But I hope you've enjoyed this playthrough. I know I really, really have. And a lot of you have been so incredibly helpful with all of your different comments, educating me on things in the game I didn't know about, giving me ideas, and, you know, just hanging out. That's part of the fun, too, is being available for other people. I always enjoy that, and I know other people do as well. So if you have been one of those people, thank you. I really appreciate it. And it makes it feel like you're, you know, actually playing the games with people, which is kind of the reason I wanted to start making these videos in the first place. It's just share the fun of doing stuff like this with others. You know, it's always a good time. So none of these incapacitated beavers are... That guy broke his tail. What are you doing, my dude? How'd you do that? All right. Yeah, we'll let them hopefully finish this up. See if there's any other stuff we can beautify on the quick. While that's taking place. I like these beaver statues, but they take so much metal. We'll just not put that there. We'll replace it with a shrub. Because why not? I really like this. I think this is the thing I might be most proud of, as stupid as that sounds. I want to say it might have been a real civil engineer that had made some sort of huge, like, mountainous structure out of these levees and these large water wheels and everything, and then used the deep water pumps to try and, or the mechanical pumps rather, these things to go all the way up to the top of the thing, and then cascade water down and create kind of like an infinite energy loop. I want to say that was him, and I don't know that it worked super well, but I always thought that was kind of fun. And I really like that kind of creative thinking that games like this kind of inspire. You know? Like you have something that is similar enough to real world physics where it makes you think, hey, maybe this might work. Maybe. But man, we are lagging hard again. And that solved that problem. I really want to see them build this stupid metal platform. And I don't think... What kind of shrub is this? Oh, okay, it's just red. I was about to say, is that dead? No. It kind of reminds me of a Japanese maple almost, this color. We have a nice one in our front yard. I think it's 30-something years old. Yeah. That's a nice color. These guys lounging around in the mud bath. Yeah, there you go. They're going fast. Oh, they're double seaters. Okay. That's cool. I didn't know they could, Okay, I think if I heard this song nonstop while sitting on this thing spinning, I'd jump off and die. That's very annoying. So this actually is like an excerpt from an actual song, but then you zoom in here and it's just like it's alternating one measure phrases of two different chords. Okay, we'll leave that alone. Come on, you guys, you got to be faster than this. You're gonna have to be quicker than that. 28. Are we at least making metal here? I think we are. Looks like we are. They're just, you know, a little slow. I always thought it was funny how the smelter requires power as well as logs to burn. I guess maybe the power runs the machinery and the logs provide the heat. I don't know. I mean, you'd think at some point that they could just figure out how to make like an induction furnace or something that like recursively heats itself again and again and again. All right. Has this improved our prospects over here? Not really. All right. Let's do a couple more of these since we're already going to be waiting just a little while longer. Risk our super lag again to get these guys to pop our levees in place. Because I guess that's actually causing us quite a few problems not having these 8 water wheels spinning here. Even though we do have all of this stuff in this channel going, which has proven to be, you know, pretty reliable, pretty good. All right. Anytime now. Or I wonder if that's because this is filled up to the point where it's... Oh, is that backfilling? Oh, okay. Well, that's something I hadn't considered. I guess that makes perfect sense. Because if this is high enough where it's backfilled into here, then there's not going to be any advantage to actually having water flow through here because it has nowhere to go. Well, how about that? You learn something every day. So I guess we'll just panic drain this now. See if that actually does anything. I can't believe I'm just now figuring this out. I'm sure that happened for several episodes. Well, it'll start rotating eventually, right? I just want to see the metal platform. See, there it goes. Wow, that's kind of dumb, but also kind of not. That's fine. Well, we'll get that taken care of. How are we looking over here? Seems to be a little bit of a better design. Just having the 2 dams in the middle might really only just need 1. Yeah, that's probably fine. This will continue to fill up. It's going to be filling up long past the time when we're playing this. Because I really don't think there's anything else to do. If we put this at 1, should be fine. Because, yeah, that's going to start drying out other stuff. Oh, okay, no. No, we're going to fix this. We're going to fix this. Please reflood immediately. So all these are going to die. Yep. Well, you know, it would not be one of these videos without me making some sort of really stupid mistake while trying to just play with something else. Come on. After all this time. You know it's got to come through here. Man, that sure is annoying. Well, now you can say he was true to himself to the very end, making some sort of really stupid mistake that really shouldn't have done anything in the first place, but for some reason was a enormous catastrophe. Well, at any rate, this is almost done. We'll let them get this last little bit finished. We'll get that rooftop terrace done. And then I believe this save will be finished. Finito. Done. Concluded. Whatever other languages you choose that I don't know how to speak. I still can't click on the stupid thing. There we go. All right, so there's that platform. We'll have this thing. Should be pretty quick. Get that done. I like how kind of seamless that is. It's got that nice detail on the bottom, too. We never even really looked at the stream gauges. That's neat. All right, I think I can take this. I am going to keep playing this just kind of off stream. But it's cool to have some pretty nicely functioning independent districts. I like this game. It's a lot of fun. And this is all good to go. So yeah. That, my friends, is it. It's going to be the end of this playthrough. Again, thank you so much to each and every one of you who have been here watching all these videos, giving me ideas, tips, helpful comments, constructive criticisms, you know, all that good stuff. It's been fun. We built something cool together. Even if it is kind of ugly, it's mostly functional. A lot of the stuff tends to work relatively well. Even though we have 87 unemployed beavers. Because, you know, we've shut stuff. We kept making more beavers that we didn't really need to make. So we might revisit this at some point during a live stream. And all that other stuff. But yeah, that's going to be it for this one. Again, we're going to have more Timberborn coming next week. Most likely a hard, well, it's not called hardcore, but a hard mode map, probably on the Iron Teeth. Haven't decided exactly which map it is, but be on the lookout for that. We're going to try and do other streams as well, both here on YouTube and over on Twitch at twitch.tv/jcthebeard, with all the fun that entails. Would love to have you there, but if you just want to be here on YouTube, that is perfectly fine as well. As always, feel free to leave any comments, questions, concerns, constructive criticisms, favorite jokes, recipes for brownies, whatever you want in the comments. I read every single one. I respond when I can, and when there's something constructive to add there. So again, thank you so much. I appreciate each and every one of you so much, and it has just been amazing the growth that this channel has experienced in the past 2 months. Almost doubled my subscriber count. Now it's, you know, it's not like full-time job money, but it is helping me pay some bills, and it's awesome that I get to just have a good time playing video games, talking to some really cool people, and get a little bit of supplementary income to help me out in what I'm sure for a lot of us is kind of some difficult economic times. But I'm just happy to be here playing video games and having a good time with you guys. So again, thanks so much. You're appreciated, you're valued, and I really hope we can make some more fun memories together with other playthroughs and other games. But until then, I've taken up enough of your time. It's been a fun playthrough. Let's look forward to the next one. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.